exhaust fumes, but wow.
V8 twin turbo. Next up, the Lamborghini. This is the last but one. We've all seen Fast and Furious. This is a favourite. This is the 67. This is the 67. When you go, very quietly. Next up is Jensen. Darren, I'm going to let you explain this one because I was expecting the Chieftain. This is the beautiful Now another S1. This is the 911. This is the Leon based on a 964 Jenny. This is incredible. They've taken one of the most iconic British sports cars, the car that Enzo Ferrari said was the most beautiful car he'd ever seen. This is the Series 1 Roadster. Now from the McLaren Yatura, the McLaren Hybrid, the Yatura 3-litre V6 twin turbo. Now launch This is the MC12 3-litre V6 turbo 600.
Racing car, ladies and gentlemen. I believe it raced last weekend, no less, at the Goodwood members meeting. Just about here. Good afternoon. What a noise. Can you tell us a little bit about this vehicle?
I'll just switch it off something, hold on.
Yeah, I think that's a little better. Can you tell us a little bit about this very special car? It's totally unique, isn't it?
Yeah, it's totally one-off bodied Testarossa that was bought by two brothers that were in Switzerland in 1960 from a wreck of an original car. They built this, they changed it all around, and they raced it for 6-7 years.
Amazing. I believe this car was out last weekend, was it not, at Goodwood?
Yeah, we ran it at Goodwood in the members meeting, and Georges Gachenay, who was the original, one of the brothers who constructed the car and raced it in period, flew over for the meeting at the age of 92. Got in the car, started crying.
It kind of does that to you, doesn't it? It has that kind of emotion.
Yeah, I think I did my bit to see the tears on his, tears of joy, just to bring back the memories, because he raced some of the most amazing circuits of that period.
Yeah, absolutely fabulous. Thank you so much indeed. What a noise. I'll stand back from that exhaust because it might shower with me some exhaust fumes, but wow. What a noise, ladies and gentlemen. Second Ferrari 250 Testarossa, ladies and gentlemen. B12, Italian, Martin, BB24, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. Wonderful. What a car. 1950 Zagato. So, can you tell us, 50 Zagato, original body, what a car, really absolutely beautiful, and one, and it is driven by Neil from RS Williams. Neil, good afternoon. Type 57 Atlantic, brought to us with JD Classics. Now this is Art Deco styling at its very finest, and can you tell us a little bit more about it? Good afternoon again.
So this is a 1937 Type 57 Bugatti Atalante. We're still sat on its original Havana leather interior, owned by a French pilot. I'm going to just check his name so I pronounce it right, Marseille Duray, who enjoyed the car for I think about 40 years, so I'm sure it's seen some sights and been enjoyed very well. And it's, yeah, one of one commission for him. So.
Incredible. I mean, you look at the car now, and it just, this kind of setting suits this vehicle so perfectly. And Bugatti for their time were just considered, just engineering-wise, a cut above the rest, weren't they?
Absolutely. I mean, it's still powered by its original straight 8 engine, which I believe is 5 litre capacity. We don't use it very much, given the value of it, but it certainly gets down the road well. It's an enjoyable thing to be in.
What a beautiful vehicle, ladies and gentlemen. I think you'll all agree. Thank you very much indeed, JD Classics, for bringing the Bugatti Type 57 along. What a car, the colour combination, everything about it is just pure elegance. And now, ladies and gentlemen, right-hand drive, UK car, but this car has quite a famous history, and I believe some very famous owners. And could you tell us a little bit more about this lovely 512?
Yeah, well, it's a 512 BB, done 19,000 miles from new. It was first owned by Mohammed Al Fayed, but was used by Dodi. And I think we talked the other day about this, that one of our other customers was friends with Dodi, and he had a red one. And he said the only difference was this one was chauffeur driven, and he had to drive his own. But
probably the only chauffeur-driven 512 BB that was built, right?
I imagine so, but you never know in this game.
Well, really special car, beautiful colour combination. Thank you so much for bringing it along, Car Iconics, ladies and gentlemen. Really fabulous car. That Boxer 12-cylinder, listen to that. Wow, absolutely stunning. Now, for something, ladies and gentlemen, in a beautiful 308 GTB, what a car. Just complete Italian elegance. Thank you very much for bringing it along. Really very special indeed. And driven by Howard Wise. Howard, good afternoon.
Buongiorno.
Buongiorno. Real beauty. And it even comes, ladies and gentlemen, with the matching trailer that you can see over there. You can drive it around to racetracks around Europe. Really elegant, really beautiful design. And one of Italy is the MC12 Maserati from Joe Macari's. Ladies and gentlemen, what a car. I believe this car is completely unique, is that right?
Yeah, it's a one-off. It's very early on in its life. It had a tailor-made, fully exposed carbon body done. Can't really see it in the weather now, but if we get some sun, I'm sure everyone appreciates it. It'll be a very special car.
And obviously these cars, you know, they were built on the basis of the Enzos and the platform of the Enzo, but now today they command a slight premium, right? They're rarer, they're more collectible in certain extents, and people really favour them in some ways over the Enzos.
Yeah, to drive, they're much more raw than the Enzo, and there's only 50 cars, so there's a lot less produced, so obviously demand is there, and the roof comes off.
Maybe not today, but yeah, awesome. Thank you very much indeed. Joe Macari, ladies and gentlemen.
And don't go anywhere, Will, because we have a certain trophy to present if you can just flip the door. So there is something, just before you do, Ollie, there is something that we do here called the People's Choice, which means myself, the team, Will, Frank Stephenson, no one has a say in this prize at all but you guys. So I know you will be voting today, and it's no surprise, Ollie, that the Maserati MC12 is your choice, the people's choice. A huge round of applause, please, ladies and gentlemen. And Ollie, the car kid, is going to present the award. Let's have a pic with Ollie, come on. Ollie, just put it in first. Joe McCullery, meet Ollie the car kid. He's going to be a future employee, Joe, apparently. He hears you pay very well.
Well, the people's choice of Salon Privé London. What a car. Off she goes. If the sun comes out, maybe the roof will come off later, but do go and have a look because the exposed blue carbon on that is something else. So, we move from Italy to Germany in a similar vein to a Carrera GT, ladies and gentlemen, also represented by Joe McCurry. Good afternoon, sir. Yeah, very good. Can you tell us a bit about this Carrera GT?
It's a 2005 car, finished in GT silver with black leather. It's done 10,500 miles and is yours for 1.1 million.
Wow, fantastic. I mean, you know, so anyone here today, they want to buy it, come and see you after this.
Perfect.
Well, look, thank you very much indeed for bringing it along. The V10, of course, it sounds quite kind of subtle and sedate at this sort of speed, right? But when you really get going in these cars, they sound better than pretty much anything.
Yeah, exactly. It's a Formula 1 derived V10, mated with the 6-speed manual gearbox. What more can you want?
Can't say more than that. Thank you very much indeed. Joe McCurry, ladies and gentlemen, the Carrera GT manual V10. Wow. Incredible sounding car, ladies and gentlemen. Very, very beautiful. 400 Super America, represented by Gerardo and Mr. Davide De Giorgi at the wheel with family.
It's family day, right?
Family day, of course it is. So you're really sort of reporting the practicalities of a Ferrari today.
Very versatile, absolutely. A car for every day.
Can you tell us a bit about this one? Because it's very special and it has, you know, a unique place in Ferrari history, does it not?
Absolutely. This is one of the 8 short wheelbase covered headlamps Ferrari 400 Super America, which is a mouthful to say, I know, but it's a very special thing with a special name.
Really special indeed. And look, the whole family, they're having a great day out. Davide, Karen, Penelope, thank you very much indeed for bringing along. Gerardo and Co, ladies and gentlemen, and their beautiful Ferrari 400 Super America.
Maserati Sebring 3700 GTI. Riverpark Will, come on forward a bit, Will. Will, bring them. Okay, Nick, and the next winner up, please. So, Maserati 1 Class 2 is the classic motor with a 1961 Maserati 3500 GT Spider Vignale. It is Max, again with Anna from London Essence without the glass.